Damn it, Jim. You screwed the pooch on this one. My best DeForest Kelly. So I saw the Jim Jeffries show clip where he had diversity in comics on. And before I even saw the clip, I knew something was up because the video had 3,000 dislikes and 1,000 likes. And I'm thinking, okay, one of two things is happening here. Either the comic book pros went batshit and decided to dislike the video, or this is DNC fans disliking the video. It's DNC fans. And even I had to drop a dislike because I looked at this and I'm like, this is a very, 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 very blatantly edited hit piece. This is very heavily edited, and I'm just like, nope, I ain't standing for that shit. So let's look at the Felcher himself. Yes, I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm not making an accusation. He admitted to felching.
Hey, I did not forget, by the way. The show continues when we go to break, and Jim Jeffries admitted that he likes snowballing.
That is a fucking gay thing, man.
I don't like snowball. I just don't have a problem with it. If
you've done it, when you say you've snowballed,
I've done it many times.
What's the definition of snowballing?
Okay, kissing a fucking woman with your own after you come in her mouth.
Yep.
She kisses you with your cum in her mouth, and you swap it. That's snowballing.
Yeah,
that's fucking gay.
I've done it with
Norton is saying it's not gay, and Jeffries is not saying.
Wow.
What? I've done it not even kissing, where they've stood above me and spit it down my mouth.
That's not gay.
That's not gay. That's my own spit. Sometimes I like to humiliate.
Because that's like you come in your own mouth.
Would you do it with someone else's cum?
No, I wouldn't do it with someone else's cum.
That to me would be gay. Someone else's cum would be gay.
I wouldn't do it with someone else's cum. Have you ever gone down on a girl where you've come inside her and then gone down on her?
No,
You've
that's
snowballed
fucking
the cunt.
despicable.
You ever eat your own boogers, but you wouldn't eat somebody else's?
First of all, you just tried to trick me by saying I did something that you didn't ask me about.
I said, did you ever eat your own
I didn't
boogers?
answer yet. No.
But it's a speculative question. You know
I don't eat my own. I never ate my own anything.
No.
You've never
If there's spit in my mouth, I gotta spit it out.
Really?
I have to spit it out.
Oh, I don't.
No, I just swallow it backwards.
There you go. But that comes from two snowballers.
We got.
Yeesh. Go ahead, Jim. Let your freak flag fly. Oof.
The biggest geek good news story of 2018 so far is the blockbuster success of Black Panther. It was a worldwide phenomenon. Plus, thousands of African American kids packed movie theaters to finally see a superhero who looks like them.
You know, he is so right. I mean, finally. All I can say is finally. Now, if only we can get a Steel, Blade, Spawn, a Catwoman movie, we'd be set for life. And maybe make a movie with Will Smith when he's a superhero, too. You know, because we never had that before. I also love the fact that they're bringing up Black Panther. Keep in mind, Richard C. Meyer, Diversity in Comics, loved that movie. He loved it a lot more than I did, and I'm a black guy. So it's like, I didn't even like it that much. I thought it was an overrated, fucking boring mess, but he loved it. So I love that they brought that into the mix, even though he said he made 2 videos stating how much he liked the damn movie. And how much he liked Killmonger. I don't know why people can get behind him, but whatever. That's just me.
Now, Marvel and DC are putting diverse characters in the spotlight, and even tweaking old favourites. So I headed to San Diego Comic-Con to soak up the inclusive vibes. But I soon learned that for some, the good old days of comics are fading away.
So, comic book guy?
I am. Used to be.
Why do you say used to be?
Oh, I stopped reading it over the diversity issue.
And overall, they've been changing comic book characters a little too much.
There's a comic book tradition, in a way, how each character should look.
I think when they start making Superman gay and, you know, Aquaman transgender, it's like, I don't go around and parade what I am, don't go around and parade what you are.
Ah, for f***'s sake.
What do you want to bet that guy was just paid to say all that dumb shit? Funny how only white people were interviewed for this thing. I guess the rest of us black people were too busy eating chicken and watermelon after our daily scheduled flash mob.
Yes, there's an actual backlash against diversity in comic books. And the movement is led by a supervillain. He runs a YouTube channel broadcast from his secret lair / bedroom closet.
Today's video is going to be about Captain Marvel and how I hate her.
But he's never shown his face on camera.
Plot twist. The boyish lesbian showrunner decided to reboot She-Ra as a boyish lesbian.
Who is this evil mastermind whining and complaining from the shadows? Yep, that checks out. Meet Richard Meyer. What are your thoughts on the current state of comic books?
Comics are kind of weirdly dying politics, specifically identity politics being shoved into everything. A character that used to look like a 1980s Dallas Cowboy cheerleader basically looks like me now.
We, of course, are rocking those A cups. Anything above a B cup, you hate women.
Ms. Marvel was introduced as a Pakistani-American Muslim, Riri Williams, who replaced Iron Man. If you don't like her, it's because you're racist or sexist, but probably both.
It would upset a racist.
I think it would.
Nice one, Jim. Get it? Because he's trying to make it imply that he's a racist. This man with multicultural children. They're, like, seriously. Anyone like Mark Waid or any of these other comic book pros that calls him a racist, given the fact that you know he has mixed race children, you're a fucking idiot. If I'm telling you now he has mixed race children and you still believe he's a racist and whatever and a misogynist, you're a fucking idiot. Because now it's not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of fact. And it's a fact he has mixed race children. He said so himself. Oh, well, why doesn't he show them on camera? Why would he show his children on camera to a bunch of fucking psychopaths? People who threatened to make him quadriplegic. People who wanted him to die from IEDs. These are all comic book pros, by the way. These are not people from diversity in comics side. This is people on the other side of the spectrum who are against him. So it's funny Jim Jeffries never mentioned that in his, totally fair, unbiased interview.
And for Meyer, anyone who supports these changes is just a SJW, social justice warrior.
Black is your shield and woman is your sword.
I don't know, fucking swords and shields. It all sounds so childish. It was time to bring some adults into the conversation. I assembled an elite team of proud social justice warriors.
Loki, Harley Quinn, Green Lantern, Seducer.
Doug. Fantasy roleplay from the King of Queens, I assume?
That's so funny. He's roleplaying as a character from a dead show that was never funny.
Richard Meyer, he believes that diversity is ruining the comic book industry.
That's false.
Yeah,
That's false.
He's not been reading comics.
I love the fact that Jim Jeffries says diversity is ruining comics, not forced diversity. It's not diversity. There's nothing wrong with diversity. There's been diverse characters for decades, and you never heard him complain about that shit. It's the forced diversity, okay? There's nothing more diverse than fucking comic books, where we have black characters and Hispanic characters. We've had them for decades. It's when they start replacing them with these characters. Like, for example, there's a character in DC called Jessica Cruz, who's another Green Lantern. She's not replacing Hal Jordan. She's got her own comic book alongside another character named Simon Baz. Totally fucking different. I don't know if that comic is still running, but that's different from like taking Tony Stark and then wiping him from the face of the earth just to replace him with Riri Williams, a poorly written sociopathic character. Like, are you kidding me?
Why do you think some people can be so possessive of comic book characters?
I think once you make a connection with a character that you like a lot, it creates this sense of ownership.
If you see yourself in the character, it boosts your confidence. You don't feel like you're so alone in the world.
There's been a reduction of breasts. You know about this controversy?
We don't want to always see ourselves overly objectified just to satisfy someone's weird fantasy.
Okay, but what about like if He-Man had a dad bod?
So?
I have the power over the temperature in this house. Do you think that politics can sometimes get in the way? Why can't we just have like a fun story about a superhero?
I think the thing with comics is they've always followed the trends of the political landscape. Take Superman. His whole thing is that he's an alien on a completely different planet and has adopted the country, America, as his home and is trying to fit in. That is the whole ethos. That is the whole
I might be Superman. My SJWs are making good points, but I like finding common ground. Maybe we need some characters with traits that appeal to both sides. I brought a few ideas. Okay, a Batman but he's Latino and he only protects gated communities. Fat Zimmerman. No? Okay. Okay, so how do you feel about this black Superman? Okay, a slightly less black Superman.
Yeah, no, that's actually better.
That is so clearly edited that it is baffling, and I can't believe anyone would believe that shit, that this is not edited. That is so obviously edited, and honest to God, I hope he gets so much shit for this. I'm talking about Jim Jeffries, by the way, not Diversity in Comics. I could tell you can tell it was edited to make it look like he's saying, hey, yeah, Dark isn't that good. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
Black Panther's villain, Killmonger, but now is played by a woman, and the way that she attacks the Black Panther is by calling the cops while he's trying to barbecue.
Hermit monger.
We found one. We found one. All right, that might fix the characters, but Meyer and his crew aren't just fighting what's in comic books, they're also attacking women and people of color who make comic books.
That is the most false bullshit I've ever heard. What the fuck is wrong with you, Jim?
They're hiring people for the BuzzFeed. Look, we hired this overweight black woman. Isn't that exciting?
You have said there's some women sleeping their way to get into these positions?
So I did one video. It's a common thing for my enemies to bring up.
Literally sucked her way into the comic industry. Is a dumpster.
You called a woman a dumpster?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Even if you don't believe that you're a racist or homophobic or sexist, isn't a fear of yours that you are attracting some people who are?
I don't really think about stuff like that much.
Right. Seems like you might want to start thinking about it, Richard.
You know, I would love for people to ask for the full unedited interview of this, because it is so obviously edited to make him look a certain way, and it is a very, very scummy move to do. So, and honestly, as someone who used to be a fan of his, and I'm not now, I haven't been for a while actually. It didn't take this to fucking stop that. But he's a piece of shit. He is an obvious piece of shit for that.
Other people are. What do you think of Richard Meyer?
He's a garbage person.
Oh boy, I didn't know Anita Sarkeesian was doing cosplay now, and I never thought in a million years that someone would kill my fictional crush on Harley Quinn. But this dummy managed to almost kill it with the swiftness. And it was so, like, holy shit, lady.
He's a guy. You can say on this show. Look, clearly Richard's upset. He can no longer pick up any comic book and instantly relate to the characters he sees. And that's a real feeling, because it's how women and minority groups have felt their entire lives. Wake the f*** up, Richard. The characters you don't like aren't written for you. You know what? I think I like this better how we started.
Yes, very funny, Jim. Like I said, this is obviously a heavily edited video to make Diversity in Comics look bad, obviously. And I would love to see the full unedited video, but we will never get that, because that would require Jim Jeffries to have any amount of integrity, and he doesn't. I mean, just looking at this video and how he edited it and how he made it look, yeah, he obviously has no integrity. And you know Mark Waid and Max Visaggio were all jerking their dicks and shit. They were fucking jerking their dicks and shit. Fucking Heather Antos was flicking her bean and shit. They were all having a fuck. Oh, okay, I guess not. Yeah, you can never please these people, can you? So yeah, like I said, if you really believe this person, Diversity in Comics, is a racist, even though he has mixed race children, he fucking loves Black Panther in the movie. If you believe he has a fucking comic book called Jawbreakers, which conveniently enough Jim Jeffries never bothered to mention. So, I mean, so convenient he didn't actually think to mention that he has a comic book full of minority characters. knowing all this, if you really still believe within your heart that he is a racist, you are the biggest fucking moron on planet Earth. Like, honest to God, you're an idiot. And that's not, again, not a matter of opinion. This isn't an opinion. This is a matter of fact. Knowing this stuff about him, if you still believe it, you're just fucking stupid. You're just stupid. Don't ever try to pretend you're smart when you ignore the facts in front of you. When you ignore these facts in front of you, just don't pretend you're smart, because you're not. You're just stupid. You're stupid, your hair is stupid, you're just completely stupid, you look stupid, and you've added nothing to this fucking interview, so you're just a waste of fucking life entirely. And you're just a piece of shit. So, disgrace to everyone who's ever played Harley Quinn ever. What do you have to say about Jim Jeffries?
He's a garbage person.
Hey, come on now. You could just say he's a cunt.